and away. Etymology showed speed out wide with Metallic Crown. Pride of Dubai will go through and take a narrow lead from Lyric. Celine down third, Japanese May, and a fourth the inside as Counter Attack. So Metallic Crown back to fifth now. Exosphere sixth with the white cap. 2 lengths away, Press Statement. Similar margin, Hurlsley. Etymology now beaten for speed. Second last, and Vanbrugh a length away last of all. It's Lyric at the home corner. 400 left to run. A length and a half clear. Pride of Dubai second. Japanese May third. Then followed Counter Attack, saving ground. The fence. Exosphere coming wider with Metallic Crown, and they're clear of Press Statement. Lyric the leader below the furlong pole. Pride of Dubai reined along. Exosphere really starting to knuckle down now, and then Japanese May. It's Lyric in front, close home. Lyric will win the trial from Exosphere second under a hold. Japanese May third. Pride of Dubai fourth. Counter Attack the next one in. Then Press Statement, Metallic Crown, Hurlsley, Vanbrugh, and Etymology towards the tail end of the field.
And they're off and racing, and Hebden taken back at the start, so Hebden will settle last. Shadow Force and Mostar won the break. Stravigo away well into third. Redzel Parks just behind them. Then I'm Usain the rail, centre to Nosh deeper outer. Further back to Floral Insight, Palazzo Publico. Lyrics drifting back through the field. Second last is Rado, and Hebden, who was snagged back, is last. Mostar is the leader being tested by Shadow Force and Stravigo driving between them. I'm Usain fourth, the rails from centre to Nosh, and just behind them is Redzel in the red jacket as they round the corner now. I'm Usain hugging the fence from Mostar. Redzel's got room to go through, and Stravigo moves up on the outside. So Stravigo goes after I'm Usain. Floral Insight runs a race. Redzel's going with it. Anybody's finished. Floral Insight hits the lead from Redzel. Stravigo back on the inside. I'm Usain, but the veteran Floral Insight will go on and beat the 3-year-old Redzel. I'm Usain third. Palazzo Publico stormed home into fourth. In front of Hebden, who's closed off. Then Mostar. Stravigo ran out of puff. Then came Lyric from Rado, centre to Nosh, and Shadow Force for the last end. Set now for the 8th race at Rose Hill in the rough and racing. Slots missed the kick a bit off the inside. Absalon taken back by Designer. There's plenty vying for the early lead. Shadow Force and Freeze the charges at it. I'm Usain's making good of the low draw, sitting in third, followed by Icon Rock. Slots now in fifth. Queen of Kariba pretty handy, resuming today from Mr. Entertainer. Then Art Thou Ready, well back Fort Sumter. Drifting back through the field is Absalon, and Queenian's back last. Down the side and Freeze the charges. Makes the running now for I'm Usain. Shadow Force goes to third, a couple off to Icon Rock, then Slots. Mr. Entertainer's off the course from Queen of Kariba. Art Thou Ready being nudged along. Then came Absalon from Queenian, and Fort Sumter's back at the rear. Inside the 350, Freeze the charges, shown the stick. I'm Usain's looming strongly in second, followed by Shadow Force. Icon Rock runs on. Sutter slots the inside, but Costin's getting desperate on Freeze the charges. Slots is running up the inside. Icon Rock starting to lengthen now, and Icon Rock hits the lead. Icon Rock will beat the fast finishing Absalon, and Slots may have nicked third in front of Mr. Entertainer. I'm Usain Swamp late from Queenie, and Hebden taken back at the start, so Hebden will settle last. Shadow Force and Mostar won the break. Stravigo away well into third. Redzel Parks just behind them. Then I'm Usain the rail, centre to Nosh deeper outer. Further back to Floral Insight, Palazzo Publico. Lyrics drifting back through the field. Second last is Rado, and Hebden, who was snagged back, is last. Mostar is the leader being tested by Shadow Force and Stravigo driving between them. I'm Usain fourth, the rails from centre to Nosh, and just behind them is Redzel in the red jacket as they round the corner now. I'm Usain hugging the fence from Mostar. Redzel's got room to go through, and Stravigo moves up on the outside. So Stravigo goes after I'm Usain. Floral Insight runs a race. Redzel's going with it. Anybody's finished. Floral Insight hits the lead from Redzel. Stravigo back on the inside. I'm Usain, but the veteran Floral Insight will go on and beat the 3-year-old Redzel. I'm Usain third. Palazzo Publico stormed home into fourth. In front of Hebden, who's closed off. Then Mostar. Stravigo ran out of puff. Then came Lyric from Rado, centre to Nosh, and Shadow Force for the last end. What price this?
For a start, racing. Minnesota came out about 4th or 5th when they got into stride, and it's going to burn through early. Now showing speed was Diamond Court, Minnesota, Arcadian, and not too far away was Anisha. It's being followed by Creshatic, and Yarraji Road caught out a little bit deep on the track from Dan's at Tiffany's, and Diamond Charlie in the centre. Then came Unyielding from Gatto Mondo, who's got back third last. Lip Reed second last, and Razor Red last. It's Arcadian 3 wide, Minnesota and Diamond Court. They're the three leaders as they come around the turn, and they're steering a course well off the fence. Unyielding cut the corner. Behind those, Diamond Charlie. Anisha gets to the outside, and they're being followed by Krishatic at the 200 metre mark. And it's Arcadian with Minnesota. Diamond Court, Dan's at Tiffany's behind those, needs to pick up at the moment as Arcadian and Minnesota, they're the leaders. Arcadian, Minnesota just in front for young Brock. Minnesota got home, beat Arcadian, Anisha, Unyielding, Diamond Court, then Razor Red, Krishatic. It was being followed then by Diamond Charlie, Dan's at Tiffany's, Gatto Mondo. Further back, Yarraji Road.
And away,
Krishatic.
Va Pensiero left well with inside job. Paint is showing speed. My favourite settles down fourth. Ravenwitch 50 inside, then Centro Superior. Behind those is Ming, who's a little wide. Stars and Storm and Hollywood Bound is last. Va Pensiero at the 500 leads by neck to inside job, who holds down the fence. And that pair of 2.5 to 3 clear of Paint in third spot. Another break of 2.5 to my favourite Ravenwitch. And then followed by Ming, Centro Superior, Hollywood Bound, and last is Stars and Storm. Va Pensiero and inside job are paired off together. They're now 4 clear of Paint and my favourite running on. 100 to go. It's a trial in 2. Inside job and Va Pensiero. Inside job narrowly from Va Pensiero, I think. 5 lengths away, Paint third. And my favourite fourth, then Ming, Ravenwitch. The next one in, Hollywood Bound, who picked up a couple late,
It's on the outside of Page and Paris. They're off now. Zedfast missed the start. Wide out Butterboom jumped well. Paint mustering together with Skip Course. Page and Paris goes through on the fence to join them, followed by Ming. A couple further back to Tender and Zedfast, the last one. Butterboom coursing wide. Just the leader from Page and Paris. Skip Course between them. Paint being restrained to fourth, followed by Ming. 2 off to Tender and Zedfast, the last one. Racing to the home corner. Page and Paris using the rails to join Skip Course. Butterboom coursing pretty deep. Just behind them is Ming, and then came Paint as they straighten up, and Skip Course a couple off the fence leads from Page and Paris. Butterboom being restrained. Ming allowed to stride forward between horses, but it's Skip Course clear from Ming closing off going to second. Skip Course in front though, holding Ming. Skip Course on the speed, beats Ming and Butterboom. Then Page and Paris, Paint, Zedfast, and 10 to the outside was last, only about 3 lengths off the winner, Skip Course. And they're off and racing here in the last race of the day, and wide out Pro Consuls jump well. Adjective really ridden for speed, and Paceman goes up into second in the early part. So Paceman sits outside Adjective. Road to Summers handy in third. Hooker Eagle on the back of the speed. Pro Consul caught deeper out, followed by Supreme Effort, then Richard the First roaring to win. 2 further back to Aravali in the orange jacket. 2 off to Red Dynamite. Then Star Shaft and Hieroglyphics has been snagged back to last. Down the side of the course, and Paceman serving it up to Adjective, and they go stride for stride. Road to Summer in the white blinkers on the outside of Hooker Eagle. Pro Consuls caught 3 deep the trip on the outside of Supreme Effort. Then Richard the First, the rails a length further back to Roaring to Win. Around the home turn, an Adjective in front from Paceman, who's keeping tabs with it. Hooker Eagle comes off the fence, further back to Road to Summer. Richard the First making ground, and further back then to Pro Consul. It's Paceman trying to get Adjective. Richard the First between them. Supreme Effort's the one winding up, 4 horses off the fence, and down the outside is Hieroglyphics with a booming finish. Supreme Effort in front. Richard the First up the inside. Richard the First went to Supreme Effort and got the money. Richard the First beat Supreme Effort. Third between Star Shaft, who flashed home, and Hieroglyphics. Stand by for a start,
Then
and they're off. And aroused up for it at the starts, jumped well off the inside, but mustering wide out, flashing speed, going to burn off. Aroused and Hieroglyphics, ends in tears going forward in the cerise jacket. Further back to Rockalicious on the outside of Federal and Plot Twist. Magic Cool drifting back, and Gold Dragoness is last, but flashing speed has got a high cruising speed. Takes up the gallop down the side of the course from Aroused, ends in tears, and Hieroglyphics. Couple further back to Plot Twist on the inside of Federal. Rockalicious deeper out, and a good margin back to Magic Cool and Gold Dragoness. Into the straight now, and Ends in Tears makes its move, going after flashing speed. Aroused is hard on the bridle between them. Hieroglyphics travels well. It's Ends in Tears and Aroused given more rain now by Abdullah, and Aroused is trying to beat off Ends in Tears, with Hieroglyphics going to third, but Aroused is doing enough, and Aroused wins the trail by neck to Ends in Tears. Hieroglyphics third, Rockalicious fourth. Flashing speed yielded ground, followed by Federal, then Magic Cool from Gold Dragoness, and Plot
Racing
Twist
now.
was the last one to finish.
Majestic Rain a little slow to move off the inside, just like Stratum left well with Tidal Magic. It's outside. And they'll pair off 1-2 onto the course proper. 2 lengths Simo says third, 1.5 lengths quietly confident fourth. And then Alert Status followed by Rock On Up, Majestic Rain and Methinks as last of all. Speed good into the first corner, 800 left to run. It's just like Stratum, a half clear from Tidal Magic. A length away in third, Alert Status. Simo says as fourth as the leaders back it off now. Quietly confident 50 inside, held up on the fence on its outside as Rock On Up. Majestic Rain's taking the shortcuts on the rail and a length away to Methinks last. 500 left to run on the swing for the home corner. Just like Stratum in front, a half clear from Tidal Magic. 3 out Alert Status and then Simo says Majestic Rain still saving all that ground on the rail. Quietly confident Rock It Up and Methinks. It's just like Stratum the leader. 250 left to run from Tidal Magic, still a half length away. Alert Status is next and then Majestic Rain and Methinks. Just like Stratum the leader. Tidal Magic now a length away. Just like Stratum found a kick when needed, beat off Tidal Magic and home it goes. Just like Stratum won by 1.5 lengths Tidal Magic. Third Alert Status from Majestic.
Racing. And Whiteout Isabel Rose has won the start. It's going to an early lead from Feature, and just like Stratum, Invitation to the outside moving up. Followed by Majaska, Fancier Cruiser and Toast and Tea settles last. Isabel Rose the leader from Invitations under top weight who goes through to join it. The favourite just like Stratum box seats third, followed then by Feature getting back on the outside of Majaska. 1.5 lengths to Fancier Cruiser and Toast and Tea is 5 lengths away at the rear. Working into the bend and Invitations takes a clear lead now from Isabel Rose. 2 further back to just like Stratum, stalking the leaders in third. Then Majaska from Feature, Fancier Cruiser and forget about Toast and Tea. Racing down the side of the course, Invitations a half in front to Isabel Rose is being pushed along now in second. Just like Stratum given a squeeze up in third. Majaska off the bridle. Then Feature and Fancier Cruiser flat to the boards, but around the turn Loy sits very quietly on Invitations. Just like Stratum's rallying through, giving chase now. Invitations 2.5 clear from just like Stratum. The favourites will fight it out. Invitations a length clear. Just like Stratum is trying hard. Invitations clinging to the lead from just like Stratum. Here's the post. Invitations, I'd say, scrambled in. Invitations just like Stratum. Fancier Cruiser third. Followed up by Majaska, Toast and Tea. Isabel Rose and Feature was the last one to finish.
Barrier 4 the favourite, white and blue colours. And they're away. Charge of Light missed it by 3 lengths, the second favourite. And Bulletproof Monk came out in third last spot. Frankie Four Fingers left quickly with 0 cash. Champagne Warriors going forward. So too Lorado and driving through as Roger that. It's a line of 5 early. My 1770 right behind them. Then Emperor of Rome, Blink and Rockin'. Bulletproof Monk is next. Then Hour of Peril, 3 lengths Darlin Jules and 4 lengths to Charge of Light. A clear last. Around the corner. On the inside, Morado went through. Took a narrow lead from Roger that. 0 cash is quickly joining in though. Then followed Frankie Four Fingers, My 1770, Blink and Rockin', Darlin Jules. There's no Bulletproof Monk or Charge of Light. It's 0 cash in front. Frankie Four Fingers is running on them. Blink and Rockin', 0 cash. Frankie Four Fingers. They come to the line. All close. Real close. Frankie Four Fingers or 0 cash. Outside horse might have got the stride in when it counted.
Ready now. They're off. You flew out of the gates in the centre. It's showing great speed with Pacific Queen. Frankie Four Fingers is right up there early on. Deep Out Stolen Time is working forward. Behind those, Remunerator gets a nice run just off the speed. Then My 1770, Planet Reality in earnest. Further back in the run was Salterton from Bold Life on the rail. And Count Frightening is last. Coming up to the home turn now, 400 to go, and Frankie's railed like a greyhound here. Frankie Four Fingers took the lead. He's a half length in front of Arya. Remunerator's looking for a run, and Shin's about to push the button on the favourite. He squeezes through a gap. She's about to tackle them. Behind those runners was on the outside Stolen Time from Bold Life, My 1770. Frankie Four Fingers and Remunerator at the 100. They're in a 2-horse war. Frankie Four Fingers, Remunerator. Remunerator gets the upper hand, drew away close to home, and Remunerator's too good. Beat Frankie Four Fingers. Game under the big
Gate number 7. And we're right for a start. Racing. Machine Gun Jubs was one of the first to get going. Gilly Mooch and Arya showing speed from a wide gate, and it's Arya who's going to cross them and go straight to the front. From Gilly Mooch second, Machine Gun Jubs is up there racing in third position. And then came Renumerator pushing through. It's being followed then by Martindale Road and Witchlike over on the inside. And Kamehameha's out there 4 deep. Behind those came Jackknife. It's being followed by Ace and Tens and Luma's at the back. 400 metres left to go. Arya comes up to the turn, leading from Machine Gun Jubs. Renumerator 3 wide as they turn the bend. Gilly Mooch on the back of the leader, then Witchlike and Kamehameha to the outside. Machine Gun Jubs goes up to Arya at the 200 metre mark and takes a narrow lead. Then Renumerator. Machine Gun Jubs in front from Renumerator. And Machine Gun Jubs, the first favourites home. It was soft at the finish. Won by a length and a quarter.
They're off. Arya flew out of the gates in the centre. It's showing great speed with Pacific Queen. Frankie Four Fingers is right up there early on. Deep out Stolen Time is working forward. Behind those, Remunerator gets a nice run just off the speed. Then My 1770. Planet Reality in earnest. Further back in the run was Salterton from Bold Life on the rail. And Count Frightening is last. Coming up to the home turn now, 400 to go, and Frankie's railed like a greyhound here. Frankie Four Fingers took the lead. He's a half length in front of Arya. Remunerator's looking for a run, and Shin's about to push the button on the favourite. He squeezes through a gap. She's about to tackle them. Behind those runners was on the outside Stolen Time from Bold Life, My 1770. Frankie Four Fingers and Remunerator at the 100. They're in a 2-horse war. Frankie Four Fingers, Remunerator. Remunerator gets the upper hand, drew away close to home, and Remunerator's too good. Beat Frankie Four Fingers. Game. Racing now, Run Cannon Run, bounded out quickly. He's gone straight to the lead, wouldn't take it, showing speed. Cosmic Cameo just behind them from Viscount Lad, Roman Warrior. Then Kokomo, and back last was The Look. Inside the 700 metres, and Run Cannon Run, as he likes to do. He is running. Run Cannon Run by 2.5 lengths leading, wouldn't take it. Cosmic Cameo trailing those in third from Viscount Lad, Kokomo. And then came Roman Warrior, and back last was The Look. Run Cannon Run speeding along here, coming up to the 450. Still about 2.5 in front of Wouldn't Take It. Cosmic Cameo third. Followed next on the outside by Viscount Lad, Kokomo, The Look and Roman Warrior. Into the straight, Run Cannon Run being felt for now at the 250. Wouldn't Take It, trying hard in second. Cosmic Cameo, the favourite, not there yet. It's Run Cannon Run, Wouldn't Take It. Cosmic Cameo getting up on the inside. Run Cannon Run, Wouldn't Take It's mowing him down. And Kokomo flying. Or very close between Wouldn't Take It and Kokomo. The judge said they're off now. And missing the start early on was Little Moots. It goes back to last. Good speed from Can't Skate. Check out Me Traveller. Wouldn't Take It. It's pretty handy. She's slotting in for a nice trail. Behind those runners was Moonlight Forest. The inside of Emperor of Oz, Single Melody. Then Del Shamar, and tailed away last was Little Moots. The front runner Can't Skate going off the back straight at the 600 metres. Leads by 1 length, Wouldn't Take It. Single Melody straight up outside of them. Followed by Check Out Me Traveller. Further back was Moonlight Forest in company with Emperor of Oz, Del Shamar, and Little Moots is last, about 8 from the leaders. Rounding the home turn, and Can't Skate led at the 350. Wouldn't Take It being called upon second. Check Out Me Traveller behind them, followed by Moonlight Forest, and back in behind runners Del Shamar. It is still Can't Skate at the 150. Now Wouldn't Take It getting on terms. Wouldn't Take It, Can't Skate, Check Out Me Traveller, then Moonlight Forest. But it's Wouldn't Take It, the tough little mare in front. She grips on, and Wouldn't Take It is too good. Goes on to win from Photos Miners. Moonlight Forest.